Hello guys, we're starting back exactly where we were, right outside Soul Sanctum, in the middle of all of this commotion that you can kind of hear but can't really see, and we're going to go on back down the mountain. Now that dramatic music is over, but apparently everyone now knows. We done messed up. Now they're all worried about us, or at least they're worried about Garrett. How did they see us climbing him on a lift? I don't understand. It's like we were inside a mountain. We were inside the mountain. What does alchemy have to do with the eruption? What do you think? So we're gonna do this. We're gonna show up and we're like, hey. By the way, his grandpa's the mayor. What should we do? Yeah, let's go ahead and go back up so that they can't see us. Too late. Garrett's little brother, he saw us. It's too late. Oh no. Oh no, guys. So now we're gonna go down and prepare for the longest cutscene in the game, possibly. Actually, you know what? That last cutscene was really long too. This game has a lot of cutscenes, but don't worry, there is enough action interspersed between the cutscenes. So, yep, they were. You will get to see a lot of action, don't worry, guys. Yes, they were taken away by Satros Minardi, whose names you won't recognize. It is all kind of complicated, not really. So now we have to explain everything. So we're going to go into the Sanctum. That is what that building is. That is the Sanctum. Sanctums are where you can go if you ever have an unconscious party member. What they do is they can revive your party member, or if you're cursed. Curse is really annoying because it's like a poison that doesn't go away after the it's like poison, but you can also be poisoned at the same time, and then you can also be toxified at the same time. And it's really, really, really annoying. But the only way you can get rid of a poison with an anti-venom. You can't get rid of curse without going to a sanctum and paying for it. And yeah, when I say a curse, it's more of like you're haunted is what it is. And yeah, most annoying status condition in the game because you have to pay to get rid of it. Whereas like you can there's a synergy to get rid of poison. Yes. Pretty sure we all just explained that. Yeah, I think they can be saved, because that's going to be what I'm going to be doing. Felix should be able to protect him, simply because Satros Minardi want to keep him on their side. So our friend has been quiet. And there's a reason he's been quiet, because he's been talking to someone else. He's been talking to the Stone of Sages, as he is called. Yes. Well, Stone of Sages, Wise One, Philosopher's Stone, all the same thing. But they call him the Wise One a lot. That's his preferred name, apparently. Will the volcano destroy Vale? Let's find out next time on Golden Sun Z. Not really, guys. We're gonna keep going. It's impossible to stop the eruption. Oh no! Don't worry, guys. Vale's gonna be fine, because the Wise One is freaking cool. Can't stop the eruption, but he can keep the lava from killing us all. So, yeah, what is the matter? The village will be destroyed, won't it? No. Something even more devastating. So, alchemy has been released upon the world, is what he's getting at. Yes. And Vale was guarding those gems. They didn't do a very good job. Yeah, he's saying the whole world will be destroyed. Arguably, more or less true. Yeah, the Wise One doesn't care. Because he's a giant rocky eyeball. What does he care? He can't die. We can. I'll tell you what we can do. We can go on a quest. Because isn't that what everybody does? Go on quest nowadays? Helping everyone else but theirself, pretty much. In the hands of Isaac and Garrett? Yes, that's what I say. Give it to a couple of 16-year-olds. They're almost 17 though. They're almost 17. Close enough, man. Close enough. The wise one has spoken. Each of you shares responsibility for this. I don't know what to do. Isaac, you decide. That's right, Garrett. Yes! And now Garrett will be weird. And say that he doesn't want to, despite the fact that he put it in our hands. And now his grandpa will be mad at him. Yay, we get to go on a journey! Give us your next command. No. No, he comes down and he tells us. Floats through the ceiling. Tells us we're brave and that he's gonna watch us, even though he never shows up again. Thanks. Thanks for the tips, bro. You're so helpful. So helpful. What did the wise one say? Who knows? Who knows? We have to find the lighthouses. We have to find the lighthouses. We have to stop the lighthouses from being lit so that not everyone dies. Find the lighthouse, then what? That's a good question. I don't know. He's like, I don't know. Oh, well, seek the elementals, the djinn. Well, yeah, but they do prove useful, but they don't really give us any advice except on how to use them. And that's only Flint. And that's because Flint is the greatest djinn of all time. And quite possibly the most useful. That is all, Mayor. That's all I'm gonna say. I leave it up to you, Isaac, Garrett. Can't even say put an and in there? Can't even use proper grammar? Actually, that is proper grammar, but that's beside the point. Beside the point at all. Hey, don't we have, like, meditation right now? Oh, yeah, sure. Let's go. Let's go meditate. That hardcore meditation. It's like a drug, it's an addiction, guys. Hardcore meditate all day, every day. 420, meditate. With no help or direction. We have swords. What more could we need? We have swords, guys. We have swords and we have synergy. Synergy is useful. Tomorrow then? Nope. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. They're gonna send me off, guys. They're gonna get rid of me. We're all gonna leave. Why is everyone hanging around the town gate? Why do you think? Isaac and Garrett are about to leave. You wish you could go. No, you don't. We have to fight, like, giant scorpions and stuff. Why would you want to fight giant scorpions? It's not very smart, little girl. It's not very smart at all. Go away, kitty. Go away. My cat loves me more than he should. And he likes to lick me and rub up against my face no matter what I am doing. So I'm just gonna give him to my brother, and he's gonna do those things to my brother and leave me alone. It's the most needy cat I've ever seen. No, kitty. Get off my shoulders. Please, kitty. Thank you. Garrett's fat. Not really. And look, our mom's not here. Because apparently she doesn't want to see us. Auntie Dora asked me to give this to you. Now we have catch beads. The most useless item in the game, except for one instance in an optional dungeon. one instance in an optional dungeon, which you don't even realize, and you just sit there like, well, how do I do this? You're like, oh wait, I have catch beads. So useless, guys. It's the most useless thing. Well, I'll never leave. So, one final farewell. They're all just farewell. I mean, that was freaking executed perfectly. They all jumped at the same time. Could you guys imagine doing that? I couldn't. Alright, so here we are. We're actually going to go ahead and equip those catch beads. Because, why not, right? Now we're going to see the little floating thing. That is our very first Djinn. That is Flint, who I just mentioned, and we're going to get him. Now, I'm just going to kind of mash through Flint's text, because all he really does is tell you how to use Djinn. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys how to use Djinn. I'm going to go ahead and mash through the text. Alright, so the way Djinn work is you can use them in battle. You can only use one per turn, and they all have different effects. Flint's is he essentially doubles your damage. So yeah, he's going to teach us how to use Djinn now, and yeah, you see now we have a Djinn tab. Now after you use them, they are set to standby mode. And when they're in standby, it means you can summon them. And what a summon is it depends on how many Djinn you have and what kind they are, but a summon essentially does damage based on the total amount of HP that a target has, in addition to some extra damage, which basically means against high HP targets, even low-level summons are really useful. However, depending on what the summon is, you still want to use high-level summons because each summon has different elemental affinities. So generally against a Jupiter enemy, you would want to use a very powerful Venus summon. And the reason you do that is because it just increases in power, because generally their Venus resistance will be low because they are Jupiter. So here you can see the summon. This is level 1 summons are really weak and pitiful and don't do a lot of damage, except to really high level targets. But they're still, I mean, they're still really useful in the fact that they hit everything. Now that did 46 damage, which is more than you've ever seen on here, which is the most you've ever seen. Up to this point, but it doesn't really matter. Now, as he was explaining here, after you summon them, they're set into recovery. And once they're in recovery, essentially what that is after a couple turns, they will be, you can use them again if it's still in the same battle. And beyond that, if you're walking around, they'll be reset. Alright, so now we're going to keep going. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to get to the first town, and we're going to do some stuff in there, and then we're going to quit for today. We're just going to go ahead and attack. He's going to hit us. Oh, it appears we have a summon for whatever reason. Oh yeah, because it's when Djinn come to you, they're automatically set on standby. So we're going to go ahead and use them. So now we're level 3. Yay! I'm going to be grinding up to like level 4 or 5 off camera. Going up there takes you to Lumpa. We can't do anything yet. It's completely optional to do anything in Lumpa, but we literally can't do anything in there yet. We're just going to attack again. So he's going to hit us. Now we're going to kill him. Now one thing Djinn do, which is the most important thing, you'll see that my stats are higher than they were before. That is the #1 use of Djinn. Now if you notice, when he does this, you see my HP, PP, and attack all lower, because those are the stats he's giving me. Now every time you get 2 Djinn, it raises your class, and your class is how you get the majority of your stats. Now I'm going to use Flint here because Flint's going to help me kill this zombie really, really fast, because zombies are the most powerful enemies we run into at this point in the game. Oh yeah, and the classes are generally based off of your synergy. Generally, at least that's the way I do it. But another thing is, one thing I'm going to show you is, alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put Flint on standby, so now we're not gaining anything from him. While that'll lower our HP and stuff, but if you look, if I click on him, and go down to level and power, you notice that it's 5000, the same as it was before. Now, I'm going to go back and I'm going to set him. And we're going to go back to my status screen. We're going to now I'm level 6, and now my power and resist in Venus are even higher. So with that knowledge, you could possibly you could increase your resistances of the different things you do. Now, the way I'm going to do it is Isaac is going to get all the Venus Djinn in the game. Sorry, that's just the way I'm going to do it. And Garrett's going to get all the Mars Djinn, and so on and so forth. Alright, my brother wants me to make a ninja for you guys. There's a, there's different classes, and one of the classes you can give to your Jupiter Adept is Ninja. Well, actually, apparently you can give it to every Adept. But, yes, you can make all of your people ninjas if you wanted to. I'm not going to do that, because it's, like, as far as classes go, it's really good for the mid-game, but really sucks for the late game, because while most other class types will go up to a 4th level, Ninja only goes up to a 3rd, which means that you don't get as many stat boosts. It makes you really fast and gives you really high attack damage for its level, but you don't have a lot of PP and you don't have a lot of HP, but you do get really interesting synergies. But as I said, I'm going to be sticking with what I would consider the default classes, because they're really, really good. It's a combination of Venus and Jupiter, if you guys want to try it. There's some other really interesting combinations, such as, if I remember correctly, there's like a Chaos Lord, which is a combination of Venus and Mars on either Isaac or Garrett, and it gives them stupid amounts of HP and attack damage, but their speed is absolutely abysmal. And it's really funny, but you can just sit there and they'll just tank everything and just kill everything in one hit, and it's really funny. I'm going to go ahead and heal here. This is the first town we've come to. And now, let's see, we've got a broken off roof, we've got a shield and sword, which is basically armor and weapon store. We've got a nice little item store. I will never go in those, because I don't ever need those items, because, like, seriously, items in this game are generally useless. We have a suspicious looking dude right here. Let's go ahead and talk to him. No? I don't even know what you're talking about. So we can go down here. We see some children running around a well. We see a dog. Stupid dog. We see a broski on a bridge. Move broski. Or by a bridge, rather. We're going to go ahead and walk up here, and if you come all the way up here, and you walk up here, see that over there? That's another Venus Djinn. Now, normally, you can't get to him. We're going to go ahead and ring this. Now, spoilers, we still can't get to him, but now it sets it up for much later in the game when we come back to get him, because now he sits up there, which means that later you can come back and get him. So now we're going to go on down, now that that's set up, even though it doesn't matter. We're going to go in here, and actually, this is the building we want to go into. This is the mayor's house, and we want to go in here. And we don't care about the mayor, we don't care about his wife, we don't care about the kids, no. We care about this little blonde-haired kid in the corner, who is not his child, but happens to be staying with him. This is Ivan. And as you can see, he gets a face, which means he's important. That's how you can tell the important characters, guys. They get faces. And he's apparently learning a lot from us because he's reading our minds. Because that's what Ivan does. He reads minds. So, he's saying he's quite troubled because somebody stole his master's rod. And he's not very happy about it. So, he wants us to help. He's going to keep reading our minds because that's what Ivan does. He's a mind reader. He's a dirty, dirty mind reader who knows what all he's learned. Since he was like 5 years old, he knew everything you wish you knew at the age of 5. He knew where babies came from. No, I don't think it's that frightening. So now we're gonna hold hands, and now we're gonna read Garrett's mind. That's not something I really want to do, but hey. Hey, who read his mind? So yep, you can read minds. Now, as I've already said, the same button for interacting with objects and opening the menu, or the button for interacting with objects is the same as opening the menu. Now, you'd think that would make it impossible to read someone's mind because you have to open up the menu to use synergy. Well, that's not strictly true. you can press the select button to also open up the menu, and it won't use up, and it won't, you know, talk to people, won't interact. So now we're going to use Mind Read to find thieves. Now, luckily, I don't need to use Mind Read at any point in the game because I know everything that I need to know and where to find everybody. So, oh, also, he mentioned there that we can see that he's reading people's mind, but apparently most people cannot see synergy. That's important. It means that a lot of people don't have any idea that we're doing anything, and it's kind of cool. Now, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here because I want to grind a little before this next part, because we are actually about to get to our very first boss fight, and I try to be around level 4 when I do it because it makes it a joke. Also, I need more money, and in order to do that I need to kill some monsters. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and thanks for watching. This has been Golden Sun with Depressed Skorpion.